All right, so this trade idea is going to be a three trade ideas into one video. So basically, we are still bullish on the 4 hour, and now we have tapped into the extreme triple M. And so I did have this entry or this limit set right here, but because we tapped the zone and we had this break, this change of character on the 15-minute, I was looking at this candle right here. But once again, looking at all my trades this week so far, because I've taken 8 losses in a row, technically all valid, but if I want to minimize that, I either get triggered here in the triple M off of that, or if only the 4 hour zone gets tapped, I have to wait for a 4 hour confirmation, which in this case would have been, for example, this inside bar and then another one that closes above it. So then I would have looked from the top of this to the wick of this and then set a limit and then forget about it instead of just being reactive off the 15. But anyways, we have this area right here. That's where I set my first entry. Okay. And then as price came down, I think I actually, let me see, I refined, I remember. 4 hour, 4 minute, 15. Yeah. So I refined to that. So it was actually a pretty good refinement. But here we triggered my alert on the 15-minute. We triggered the alert. And so I was checking the charts to see if we get a triple M that we can go off of. However, we didn't mitigate 50% or the 25%, which makes this one valid still, as per the rules. So we got our triple M, but I missed that one. And then when I saw price coming back to it, and another triple M, and we left an imbalance, I decided to take this triple M. Now, mind you, this first entry is still valid. Why? Because it's not the same as the other ones where price mitigates 25 or more of the candle. In this case, we didn't. Therefore, anything in lower time frames or higher time frames are still valid. And so, but we put this triple M and then this new triple M, and this is what I'm talking about, where it kind of feels like I'm chasing price. Instead of waiting for the full 4 hour to give me a confirmation, I set one or two limits and wait. I get triggered, we add to it. If we don't, we wait for another 4 hour confirmation. I think that's what I'm going to do, because yes, if I continue to do this, the RR could potentially be insane, but I don't know if I want to be taking so many losses in a row. But anyways, this is valid. This is valid. We come down. We tap it, and we respect it to the T, and we created another triple M. So, for example, if this would have happened, if this limit would have been set after The 4 hour created a confirmation where a candle closes above the previous candle's wick, and then I would have refined and I would have seen this, and then the same thing, I would have been okay taking all these losses off of that 4 hour. But because we never had that confirmation on the 4 hour, not even a triple M or anything, that's where this becomes less probable. But anyway, so now I have two trades running and a potential third. So I went to bed, or no, I didn't go to bed yet, but we took these two losses. We get triggered into our trade. And then right before going to bed, I saw that, okay, now we have fully mitigated this candle. And what have we done? We created another potential entry off of this. And so I went to bed setting another trade right here. And once again, all of this I would be okay taking, doing the same exact same thing if the 4 hour had confirmed. Now, this is not that it's invalid, but the other way around is a little bit more picky, which makes the win rate go up. So anyways, I went to bed, and well, I guess then this video will cover 1, 2, 3, 4 losses from, or actually I'll record a trade for this one because I have two other trades on the 19. So as of now, we have these trades, and we'll just know that this trade gets stopped out. So we have 1, 2, 3 losses for the 18.